Hello and welcome to Commute with Collins. I'm your host, Collins. Wow. First off, I want to give a shout out to my podcast. My podcast turned 1 year old today, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Even though I'm not actively recording podcasts right now, I just wanted to give it a shout out. I am on my way home right now, but I did want to give you guys a small little commute with Collins because it's what the people deserve. I tried to upload episode 2 that I recorded on Sunday, and for the last 2 days it says it's been processing, and I emailed YouTube and they said that it's just stuck in queue. And then I tried to re-upload it and it keeps giving me an error. So we're trying a different method. We're going with the flow, seeing what happens. But I'm not really a fan of where my camera angle is, but we're just going with it. So today is the end of day 2 of my new job. We're training, we're doing all the things that mean training, and it's just like a lot of fucking information. Like, it's just a lot of things that you're like, God damn, like, I get why this is important, but the more hands-on it is, like, I'm like, yes, let's do more of this. But I get that a lot of it is like policy and procedure, and it's like, if someone's service is getting shut off, like, who can authorize accounts, and the things that I can't really talk about, I guess. But going in the back end, seeing what everything looks like. This car in front of me says, "Beware squirrel magnet." Okay. But I'm taking the back way so I don't have to go on I-405. I signed up for alerts to let me know what kind of traffic is happening, and guys, there's a lot of traffic, always, especially when it rains. And it's sun breaks today, but there are some rain clouds right there, so we're just going with the flow. But I wanted to talk to you guys about mental health and politics. I'm not making this light. So I posted on Facebook about how I don't really have time. I don't really have the mental energy to deal with complete assholes during this election season. And so I was like, you know what? Like, who you vote for is a complete correlation to your morality. And during this season, like, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't really want to be around you. This is just who I am. And a lot of my friends were like, you know what? I get it. Like, you really can't remove the voter from who they're voting for. And then a family member of mine decided to chirp up and let me know that my view was really narrow-minded. And I was like, you know what? If I'm being narrow-minded on my Facebook for my mental health, that's my right. I don't have to have people in my life if I don't want them. I don't have to talk to them. I don't have to entertain their thoughts and things that don't surround humanity. But what I believe is what I believe, and if your political party isn't the same as mine, I don't see how I can relate to you morally or be on the same level. And like, I'm not, I have privilege being white, and I get it, but it doesn't negate the fact that I want everyone to have rights. I want everyone to have an equal chance at every amount of life that is possible. And I don't really think that our government is set up so that everyone starts on the same playing field or can start on the same playing field, So, you know, I said, like, I want someone, if they're going to get an abortion, to be able to have an abortion. You know, it is not my body to govern, but if someone needs it, who am I to say what's best for somebody else? I want kids to stay alive at school. So, like, reforming gun laws so that kids don't bring guns to school or have access to guns. Mentally ill people shouldn't have access to guns. So it's like, these things are important to me. That's only a few. I believe in trans rights. I believe in LGBTQ rights. I believe Black Lives Matter. And it's just, if you are sitting there and you're like, well, I don't believe in abortion, I don't believe in trans rights, like it goes against my religion or some sort of bullshit, it's like, then I don't really have room for you in my life. Because if you're sitting there and you don't think those people have rights, or they don't deserve rights, or they don't deserve the same opportunities that I get or you get or whatever, then I don't want to be associated with you. Like, we can have conversations outside of Facebook, and that's fine if you need to, you know, wank off and get your own little jellies going. I don't know, like, if that's what you need to prove me wrong or what have you, like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to stroke anyone's fucking ego. So yeah, that's all I meant. That's all I said. And I said everything that I meant to this person who is just berating me for choosing that. And this person was like, well, I hope you're not at work, because I wrote a long paragraph. And it's like, I wrote that status on a day I wasn't working. But that person wouldn't know that, because they don't give a shit about my life. They're just being the devil's advocate. And you know what? I really hate the concept of the devil's advocate. I don't give a fuck about being the devil's advocate. I love seeing the other side. I love talking about what ifs, or, you know, this case scenario, or best case scenario, or worst case scenario. I enjoy those kinds of conversations. But if you're just being an asshole to be an asshole, get out of my life. Like, I don't have time, and I don't have energy to invest in people who don't have the best intentions in mind. So it's really hard to be mentally healthy in this economy with all the politics that we're sorting through, because everybody has opinions and everybody thinks that they're right, and I want to hear you out. I really do. But for myself, I don't have the mental energy to carry your problems. And I think it's a part of being like an empath, you know, where people can tell me their shit, and a lot of people tell me their shit. And my closest friends, I will carry your burdens for you. I will carry all of your worries and all of your cares. I will take that. But if you're just a random person that comments on my status once a year, I have no time for you. Like, I don't. I want you to have the same sort of conviction in your life. I don't want you to be burdened with somebody else's problems. I don't want you to feel like you have to hold my problems. You know, if you genuinely believe that having an abortion is literally a felony, say, like that's in your mind, that having an abortion is literally murdering a baby, so you might as well just stop being a murderer. I don't know what the you know, that terminology would be, but it's like, for me, I've had an abortion, and to many I would be considered a murderer. But you don't know my story, and you don't know my reasoning. So what's it to you? What's my body got to do with your conviction or your morality, you know? If what I'm doing causes you to be conflicted or to sin or whatever. Like, remove me from your life. Isn't that biblical? Mom? Just fucking guessing, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I wanted to see how your mental health is going. I know that an election season is really taxing, especially on people who, like, I genuinely want everyone to be happy, and I want everyone to feel satisfied and feel renewed and refreshed, and to feel like their voice matters and that voting matters, because it does. But man, do we have to be heard? But you guys can tell I was eating Cheetos today. Don't sacrifice your mental health for the case of others. That's all I'm suggesting. Because you are yourself, and you are the only person that matters. So, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say today. I hope you've enjoyed this commute with Collins. I'm hoping I'm not getting lost. So, I was following in that car and then they turned off. So, I love driving in a new area. With that said, I'm in Collins. This is part of my commute. We can have a drink, but no road sodas, because that's against the law. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.